All right, Bears fans, buckle up because this is a story that could define the future of our franchise. We all expected Caleb Williams, the first overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, to come in and change the game for Chicago. He had the talent, the confidence, and the expectations of an entire city on his shoulders. But as we all saw, his rookie season didn't go as planned. Instead of a breakout year, he found himself stuck in a system that failed him at every level. And at the center of that failure, a dysfunctional relationship with offensive coordinator Shane Waldron that may have set his development back dramatically. This isn't just another rookie quarterback struggling with growing pains. No, this is something much bigger. Reports have surfaced that Williams and Waldron had serious issues behind the scenes, and those issues directly impacted the Bears' offense. According to Taylor Dahl of the Making Monsters podcast, there was a significant disconnect between the young quarterback and the play caller, and that played a major role in why the Bears' offense was among the worst in the NFL. If an offensive coordinator and his quarterback are not on the same page, it's a recipe for disaster, and that's exactly what we saw unfold in Chicago. The most shocking revelation, Caleb Williams had to take film study into his own hands. Yes, you read that right. Instead of having structured, guided sessions with his offensive coordinator, Williams was forced to create his own film study routine. That's not just unusual, it's downright unacceptable. Film study is the backbone of quarterback development. It's where young signal callers learn the tendencies of opposing defenses, recognize coverages, and refine their decision-making. A rookie quarterback should be receiving constant mentorship, breaking down film alongside his coaches, and getting hands-on guidance on how to adjust to the NFL. But Williams, he was left to figure it out alone. Imagine stepping into the NFL, where everything moves at lightning speed, and instead of your coordinator guiding you through the learning process, you're left to navigate it solo. That's what Williams was dealing with. He wasn't getting the necessary mentorship from Waldron, which made his adjustment to the league far tougher than it needed to be. Think about how much more difficult it is for a young quarterback to learn defensive schemes, pick up blitz packages, and recognize disguised coverages without structured support. It's an unfair position to put a rookie in, and it's no wonder the Bears' offense never found its rhythm. And let's not forget, Williams isn't just any rookie. He came into the NFL as one of the most highly touted quarterback prospects in years. The expectations were sky high, but the support system simply wasn't there. When an organization invests the first overall pick in a quarterback, they need to do everything possible to ensure his success. That means surrounding him with the right coaches, building a scheme around his strengths, and giving him every tool he needs to flourish. Instead, the Bears placed him in an environment where he was left to navigate the complexities of the NFL on his own. That's a failure of leadership from the top down. The results of this dysfunction were evident every Sunday. Williams didn't completely fall apart, but the Bears' offense was a disaster. The unit ranked dead last in total yardage, unable to find any rhythm or consistency. And while some might try to put the blame on the rookie QB, the reality is that no first-year signal caller can thrive without proper guidance. A quarterback's success is largely dictated by his environment, and Williams was placed in one of the worst possible situations for a young passer. Despite the chaos around him, Williams still managed to put up respectable numbers: 3,541 passing yards, 20 touchdowns, and just 6 interceptions. He also added 489 rushing yards, making him the second leading rusher on the team. That tells you all you need to know. This kid has talent, but he was set up to fail. Instead of being put in a position to succeed, he was forced to overcome obstacles that shouldn't have existed in the first place. If he had been given proper support from day one, there's no telling how much better his rookie campaign could have been. As the season progressed and the Bears' offense continued to struggle, the friction between Williams and Waldron only intensified. Sources say Williams was frustrated with the lack of structure and support from his OC. It became increasingly clear that Waldron's system wasn't working. Not just for Williams, but for the entire offense. The play calling was inconsistent, the game plans were uninspired, and there was no real effort to tailor the scheme to Williams' strengths. That's not just bad coaching, it's negligence. And when the Bears finally pulled the plug and fired Waldron after 9 games, Williams didn't hold back his thoughts. In a post-firing interview, Williams said, "I think us having an understanding of our players and how to connect with them, how to get them in the best positions possible, I think it would have helped all of us overall on the offensive side." That quote says it all. He wasn't just pointing fingers for his own struggles, he was calling out Waldron for failing the entire unit. The offense lacked cohesion, lacked identity, and most importantly, lacked leadership. Waldron's departure was inevitable, but it came far too late to salvage the season. After parting ways with Waldron, the Bears made a move that could change their future for the better. They hired Ben Johnson as their new offensive coordinator, and if you don't know why that's a big deal, let's break it down. Johnson wasn't just another name in the coaching carousel. He was one of the most sought-after minds in the NFL. He earned the 2024 NFL Assistant Coach of the Year award and was a top candidate for multiple head coaching jobs. But instead of taking a head coaching gig, he chose to come to Chicago and work with Caleb Williams. That alone speaks volumes. Johnson is known for his creative play calling, his ability to adapt his scheme to his players' strengths, and most importantly, his track record of developing quarterbacks. He played a key role in turning Jared Goff into a top-tier passer in Detroit. Now he gets to work with Williams, a quarterback with even more raw talent and upside. If he can mold Goff into a star, imagine what he can do with a quarterback as naturally gifted as Williams. With Ben Johnson in place, everything changes for Caleb Williams and the Bears. Gone are the days of a rookie quarterback being left to fend for himself. Now, Williams has a coach who will work with him, teach him, and help him grow into the franchise quarterback Chicago desperately needs. Johnson's offensive schemes will be built around Williams' strengths, maximizing his ability to make plays both in the pocket and on the move. And let's be real, Williams knows this is a turning point. After the Johnson hiring, Williams said, "I'm really excited about obviously the Bears and this org and being able to make this happen and keep Ben Johnson as our coach for a long time." You can hear the excitement in his words. He finally has someone in his corner who understands how to maximize his potential. So what does all of this mean for the 2025 season? It means the Bears finally have a direction. No more dysfunctional coaching situations, no more wasted talent. Now, it's about building around Williams, giving him the tools he needs to succeed, and watching him develop into the star he was meant to be. For Bears fans, the message is clear. 2024 was a mess, but the future looks bright. With a fresh start under Ben Johnson, Williams has a real shot at becoming the player we all hoped he would be. And if everything clicks, this could be the beginning of a new era for the Chicago Bears, one where we finally have a quarterback who can lead us back to relevance. Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning. The Bears' future is looking brighter than it has in years, and it all starts now.